My position is one of questions, and I get myself in trouble asking questions, but I'm never going to stop because my nature as a journalist is to ask questions. When I think about the United States, and I think about our government in the nation's capital, I need somebody to make it make sense for me. Didn't Trump originally put a $15 million bounty on Nicolas Maduro's head in his first term in office? The answer to that would be yes. Didn't President Joe Biden in 2025, before leaving office, put a $25 million bounty on Nicolas Maduro's head?
He did.
The answer to that would be yes. Yeah. Didn't President Trump come back after putting the $15 million bounty on Maduro's head, after witnessing Joe Biden put a $25 million bounty on Maduro's head, up the ante by increasing that bounty to $50 million? The answer to that would be yes. So if we as a government crossing party lines, mingling with other administrations in terms of mirroring their agenda as it pertains to this specific individual, if that is what happened, what's the problem? That has the right thing to do, because across party lines, everybody in our government said this man was a narco-terrorist and we want to get him. What's the problem? You got him. Why are we complaining? People in Venezuela ain't complaining.
They're not.
Venezuelans throughout this nation ain't complaining. A lot of people in Latin America ain't complaining about the fact that you got him. You got people, I know somebody from Venezuela, and now they fantasizing about going back because he's finally been captured. And they want democratic leadership within their country, because they went from being one of the most prosperous countries in the nation a few decades ago to people eating out of trash cans. And we complaining. Are we complaining because it's legit, or are we complaining because it was Trump?
Trump.
And this is something that could be perceived as beneficial to him and the GOP for the midterm, and ultimately whoever's running in 2028 that wants to mirror the policies that he's implemented. Come on now. We got to be smarter than that, better than that as a nation. We could complain about a lot of things. We should not be complaining about the fact that Nicolas Maduro is captured. We should not be complaining about that. Not if we care about people instead of politics.
Amen. Good for Stephen A. At least one Democrat who doesn't have TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Now, just in case you never watched it, here's the Biden administration. This is Karine Jean-Pierre saying exactly what Stephen A. is talking about.
So I'll quickly turn to Venezuela, where Maduro once again demonstrated his complete disregard for democratic norms and proceeded with his illegitimate inauguration. As President Biden emphasized during his meeting with President-elect Edmundo González Urrutia on Monday, January 6, we believe that it is essential that the will of the Venezuelan people is respected. In coordination with our partners, we've given Maduro and his representatives every opportunity to restore democracy, but they haven't. So today we are building on all of our previous actions and taking further major actions. We announced new sanctions on key Maduro-aligned officials as a part of our efforts to hold them accountable, and we imposed more visa restrictions totaling nearly 2,000 individuals. We also increased the reward amount to $25 million for Nicolas Maduro and his so-called Minister of Interior as part of the Department of State's Narcotics Rewards program, only the second and third to have the largest amount allowed. It is important to note that we are taking these actions alongside similar actions taken by Canada, the European Union, the United Kingdom, to demonstrate a message of solidarity with the Venezuelan people and further elevate international efforts to maintain pressure on Maduro and his representatives. Today, Maduro finds himself more alone than ever, with few friends in the region and in the world and around the world.
You heard it. Listen, the way I see it, a criminal, a dictator was arrested, and that should come before politics. But that's my opinion, of course. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section. God bless you and your family. Good for him. Good for Stephen A. Catch you on the next one.